The latest report by the Central Bank of China shows that employment will be very dismal in the next 3 months, and nearly 60% of mainlanders do not want to spend. The survey on urban depositors for the second quarter of 2023 shows that in the next 3 months, only 16.2% of respondents are ready to buy a home. It's significantly lower than 17.5% in the first quarter of this year. More remarkable is the willingness to consume, save, and invest. 58% of residents are unwilling to consume and prefer to save more, up 0.1 percentage points from previous quarter. Only 17.5% of residents prefer investing more, down from last quarter by 1.3 percentage points. The number of people who tend to pay accounted for 24.5%, up 1.2 percentage points compared to the previous quarter. The job market continues to be gloomy. 43.7% of people said that the situation is difficult to get a job, or uncertain. 44.5% of people consider it average. Only 11.9% of people think that the situation is better and that it is easier to get a job. In recent years, the number of foreclosures in China has increased significantly, but the transaction rate is continuously decreasing. National foreclosures analyst data from the Weifang Research Institute and the China Urban Economic Association shows that in the first 4 months of this year, the number of foreclosure auctions nationwide revenue increased by 22.48% over the same period last year. The transaction rate decreased by 4.64% over the same period the previous year. According to statistics released by the Hanhei For Sale Network Research Institute, Beijing will have an average of 614 new foreclosures every month from the beginning of 2023. Besides, China's used housing market saw a sudden increase in listings, but the volume of transactions and house prices decreased. According to data from Shanghai Yizhu Real Estate Research Institute, the number of second-hand housing listings in 13 major cities, including Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, and Hangzhou, increased by 25% in May compared with December last year. Among them, the number of second-hand loaning listings in Shanghai surged by 82%, and the number in Wuhan increased 72%. At the beginning of June, the number of second-hand homes for sale in Beijing increased by 20% compared to March. The number reached 145,000 units, about 40,000 units more than the housing supply during the peak trading period. A senior manager of Liangjia told the media that it is relatively normal for old houses in Beijing to have between 100,000 and 110,000 units. If this limit is exceeded, it will be considered unsold. Compared to old houses, new home sales are even more dismal. The Property Development Prosperity Index of the nationwide new housing market in April, released by the National Bureau of Statistics, was only 94.78, down 6.2 points. Since September 2022, the index has been hovering below 95. Low prosperity indicates that China's property market is in a recession. Economic commentator Zhang Jing has said that real estate accounts for a quarter of China's economic activity, and the continuous decline in real estate shows that the Chinese economy is in big trouble and could explode at any time.